Hey guys, Cactar here. I've got a deck profile for you. This deck is called Yeouch, Needles Hurt. It's a Nurse Burn deck. This is a very fun deck to play casually with your friends and stuff. It's very annoying too, which is the charm of the deck. And you could to win with it at locals. It's kind of difficult though, but if you tweak it up a little bit, it can be done. So yeah, I'll be showing the side deck too. So yeah, let's get started. If you guys want to break away from the meta with this deck, it's a very fun deck in my opinion. 3 Nurse Reficule. The reason why it's called Yeouch Needles Hurt, pretty much turns all life point gain to life point loss. You play the Samuchi gift card engine too, so this card also helps with that. It's like having three more bad reactions. So yeah, it's a very good card, and she's one of my favorite cards of all time. 3 Battle Fader. You need the defense. So Battle Fader is there for you in case you draw bad. I've actually drawn like 3 Battle Faders before, so it helps to stall out, and it's a very good card. And it's cheap now, so you can afford it. 2 Stealth Birds. You need more other win conditions other than the gift card Nurse engine because it's not always 100%. Your opponent's going to find ways around it. So the Stealth Bird adds more burn damage, adds 1,000 when it's flipped up, and it can be flipped face down. So it's a very good card. Just run 2 though, because 3's clutter. 1 Tomato to search out the Stealth Bird or Nurse. You mainly want to get Nurse out as fast as you can, and I'll explain why later. 1 Reaper, 1 Marshmallow. They're just stall cards. Marshmallow burns your opponent for 1,000 if they attack into it while he's face down, so that's a very good burn card. And 1 Sangan. It's a searcher. All these cards in this monster lineup can be searched through Sangan, so it's in there. And that's it for monsters. You play a small monster count, it's like 11. So, on spells, 3 Upstart Goblins. I don't have Duality because that card's way too expensive. But if you do have Duality, you can play it because you don't really special summon too much in this deck. The only card you do is Vader and Mystic Tomato. So, burns your opponent for 1,000 if you have Nurse, and you get to draw 1. Triple Wave Motion Cannon. If you can get this card off in 3 to 4 turns after activation, you can hit your opponent for 3,000, 4,000. You're going to pretty much win the game. Your opponent has to waste resources to get rid of your motion cannons instead of waste resources to get over your Samuchis. So this card is a baiter and it can be very useful when burning your opponent. 2 Steel Cage. I was playing 1 Level Limit Area B and 1 Nightmare Steel Cage, but I went with 2 Steel Cage because with Level Limit Area B, Nurse has like 600 defense, and Full Helm Knight is a 3-star, so he can go crazy, and then Full Helm Knight's effects, and then you'll lose all your setups, so after that, so that's why I opted for 2 Steel Cage, because no monsters can attack for 2 turns. 1 Swords, it's more stall, 3-turn stall, assuming your opponent doesn't MST it, and then 1 Reborn, just to bring back your Nurse, or Reaper, or Marshmallow, or whatever you need. So that's it for spells. You play a small spell lineup too. Half your deck is traps. So yeah, let's get with it. 2 Bad Reactions Samochi. I'm only playing 2. Some people might argue you want to play 3, but I like 2 because 3 is often dead to me. Even though, yeah, sometimes I want it, but still, after testing, 2 works fine. The thing is with this and Nurse, you want to have both of these cards out on the field at the same time, because if you just have the 1 Nurse on the field and then you chain gift card to her effect, they can chain book, put her face down, your opponent will gain 3,000, which is not fun. And then the same deal with Samuchi. If you just have this on the field and your opponent MSTs this, then you're out of luck unless you activate this, you wait, your opponent MSTs, then you chain gift card, then that works too. But yeah, it's best to just have both of these out on the field at the same time. It's good like that. And then some rare instances, your opponent's going to have both answers to these cards. So, yeah, that kind of sucks and you really can't do anything about it. 3 Gift Card. Your opponent gains 3,000, but with Nurse, it turns into minus 3,000 and it hurts. It's really bad. So, yeah. And then you play the 2 Paths of Destiny. It's the same deal with Gift Card, except it's minus 2,000 to your opponent. And it's also nice if you get lucky, you get the heads part and gain 2,000, which you kind of need to some degree. 3 Dark Bribe. You want to use your Dark Bribes to stop cards that would wreck your setup, like MSTs. Royal Decree hurts. You cite in MST, but yeah, that's why the bribes are in there. They just negate anything. Even if your opponent +1s off it, they can, you know, the card could be dead to them, so what else? 2 T-Roar. You can play 3. This card's very good. It's chainable under Trap Stun, so chainable to Trap Stun, so it's still good. You don't play a Gravity Bind just because you want to invite your opponent to attack. You do play 3D Wall. Works well against Blackwing, Bora, any Piercers. And then the 2 Cylinders, it helps. Unless you're mirror matching, then they don't help. You can just side these out if you're mirror matching, so, or just mirror matching a burn deck in general. These cards are very good. They burn your opponent faster. 3 Reckless Greed. The thing with Reckless Greed, yeah, it's a pretty good card. The thing is with Reckless Greed, you want to activate 2 at the same time instead of blindly activating 1, because with Reckless Greed, if you activate 2 at the same time, the skip 2 draw phases, they don't stack on each other, so it'll just be 2 draw phases. So you got to draw 4 and then skip 2 draw phases. So it helps. Unless if you desperately need to activate 1 Reckless, activate it, but make sure you have protection. So just to stall out long enough. And then the last card in the deck is a Ceasefire because, I don't know, it's quick burn damage, and everybody's playing effect monsters unless if you're playing Vanilla Beat, and chances are that's pretty low. So yeah, that's the main deck. I'll be showing the side deck. 1 Tragodia, sometimes you get clumped hands, and he's just a chump blocker. He can get really big. 2 Veiler, it helps against Caius, against cards that would wreck your setup. 2 MSTs against Decree if you're playing against a Decree build. 1 Dark Hole, just to remove stuff if you're at a disadvantage. True Nade to pop back rows and stuff, so you can push with the burn cards. 2 Karma Cuts. This would be Caius if I had any copies of Caius right now. It works. This Prime Material Dragon is your natural enemy in this deck, so you want to get rid of him as fast as you can. 2 Starlight Road against GBs and Blackwings and Rose and Dark Hole and stuff. So there is a extra deck that's pretty much just 3 Stardust Dragons. I didn't really want to get my Stardust out. And 2 Trio and 2 Just Desserts, more burn stuff in case you feel that the burn isn't fast enough. Don't activate 2 trios at the same time. It doesn't work. And yeah, Just Desserts is just a good burn card. So that's the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys really have fun with decks and stuff and all that good stuff. If you guys have any suggestions and stuff, post comments in the underbar. Please thumbs up this video, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. And this is Dokuro Rider out, and North Wemco out. Oh, and Cactar out too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will hopefully see you guys after my hiatus. And yeah, peace out. Thanks for watching.